What's up, everybody? Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Subnautica. When we left off in the last episode, we did a little bit of experimentation and designing, as well as glassing up a little bit more of the base. But we didn't have a whole lot of glass to work with, so ultimately, the main thing was the new mess hall area. Which, now that I think about it, I still had things that wasn't quite finished. What do you need? You need glass. You need glass and 2 titanium. Okay, so there's 2. So I need 2 glass, 3 titanium, and we can fix that. There's obviously, what is it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 glass that we'll need for that. This will be glass, so 16, 18, 20, 22, I think, if I'm doing my math right. And this is really cool, by the way. I really like this whole glass tunnel thing. It makes you feel like you're at SeaWorld or something. Where were we at? 22, 4, 6, 8, 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 40. Jeez. 2, 4, 6, 8, 50. 2 and 4. Well, now this is an interesting thing too. I didn't even think that this would work, the ladder in a glass tube, but we found out. I had been told in the comments that it worked. I just didn't actually think it did because I thought I had tried it before and it didn't. Apparently that is not accurate, and it does work because we did it. But that also means we could just keep going into another biome with this glass tube area type thing. So we might do that. I'm not... basically, I did do some off-camera grind work and got quite a bit of quartz. I got a full inventory load plus the inventory of the exosuit of quartz, which I was actually surprised I found that much. And then I went and made it all into glass. I don't think I have 50, but I do have a significant amount. Probably because of the way glass works and that it takes up less inventory space because of the whole double thing. I can probably fit all this in my inventory at once. Actually, let's count it. So that's 8. Let's see, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 24, 28. So that's actually not bad. Not bad at all. I thought it would be less than that. So we did pretty good. And let's grab these 3 titanium that we're gonna need. And, oh, might as well top ourselves off on food, so to speak. I don't know, I'm still getting inconsistent frame rate stuff. I'm hoping, as much as I love to see new content and stuff in Subnautica, I'm really, really hoping that the next patch will be optimizing focused. Because I don't really know what's been going on. The only thing I can think of is like this stuff where you have animated things inside the base or something that the game just doesn't really know how to Oh, and I missed one. That's like 52 or 4. Isn't it? Because every window is like 2. Yeah. Pretty sure I can put one up top there. Okay, so that's another one that we have to think about. And some people might, oh, what are you doing that for? But frankly, I just want everything to be as glassy as possible. Yeah. See what I did there? Glassy. You stay glassy. Alright, so let's... I do want to do this. Just to finish this off, because sometimes I think this might affect your frame rate too, is having the transparent objects and things. But I really, really, really kind of want to get rid of that walkway. And not get rid of it, poor choice of words. Finish. Let me get off of there. I'm stuck. I mean, I know I want to do this, but I would really, really like to get the...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Interesting that she said that as I was leaving, but, you know, whatever. I'd really like to get this finito just because it is really a cool idea. It turned out better than I expected, the whole glass catwalk thing. We're actually going to probably have to put a reinforcement up here in a second. It would seem 2.8, so I got one more I can do. I do wonder, though, like, where's the 0.8 coming from? What's taking up 0.2 of my hull integrity? I don't get that. I mean, I'm sure there's something small or whatever that I did at some point that added to it. It's like, what among the inventory... Actually, that's actually not a bad idea. Plus, minus... Is there anything in here that's like minus 0.8? Oh, it's the multi-purpose rooms. They're 1.25. Or at least I bet that's what it is. And the vertical. So it's probably a combination between the multi-purpose and the vertical that got us there. Still, though, 0.5 and 0.25, I should never see 0.8. That's like, what's 0.0, or what's 0.2? What takes away 0.2 of my hull integrity? That's weird. The math there is kind of odd. Because I don't see anything that would do a 0.2. It's all in increments of 5. That's odd. Whatever. Alright, what's the reinforcement? Lithium 2 titanium. How did I have... Oh, I had stuff in my inventory. Oh, I was like, how did I have stuff left over? Dirt. Right. I don't know how much of this I'm going to use, but this one's all done. This one's all done. We're going down a layer. Come on. Go down. Alright, we're not at the lab yet, thankfully. Alright, so let's get this going. I do love me some hull reinforcements. Plus 7 per thing. It's great. It's like I placed 3 blocks and we're up to 29. That's great. I love it. Those things are so useful. I'm glad they made lithium a little bit easier to find. It used to be... It wasn't that it was impossible or anything. It just used to be a little harder. So I'm kind of glad that they modified that a little bit. Let's just jump out here, since we're building from the outside. I don't know if you can build from the inside like that, like the corridors, because I would think, I mean, I could be wrong, but I would think you'd have to break something by standing in it, and then it wouldn't know what to do with you, kind of thing. I could be totally wrong, it's kind of one of those, I'm not really sure how it works. But anyways, I do think we're going to probably put the glass corridor at the end of this, and then have the ladder coming down through the bottom, since it's capable of doing so. The one thing I'm not sure about yet is if we're going to continue off of this pipeline, or if we're going to go down and then, you know, go in a different direction or something. I think we're going to continue off of it, because why not? I mean, we're already kind of got a tunnel going, and we run the risk if we go lower. I mean, that would be cool to have pipes running all through different biomes. That would be cool. Originally, the idea, and I'm open to ideas changing and all, but originally the idea was branching off the main base and going to different biomes, which I still need to, like, bring one out like this or something and go back over that way for the red grassy plateau area. But the part that I'm not sure about is we run the risk if we're lower of, like, hitting a wall and then having to adjust the height and things, unless we plan it all out beforehand, which is totally a thing. I mean, we could totally do that. How much glass do I still have? I only have 2. Man, that went fast! I'm not sure I want to do all that now. Is that really all I had? I thought I had more than that. I only have 2 left. Darn. Well, poo, that went a lot quicker than I was expecting. I don't know why. I do the math on things, but then it always seems to run out before... I think it was because I had, like, almost 30, and when we did all the counting, it was, like, plus 50, so I probably just didn't think about how many was in this tube area. The other thing this would save us on, to be honest, is when you have a corridor like this, if I want to make them as glassy as possible, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 spots. And with windows costing the same as a corridor, it's a lot more glass than just making a glass corridor. But like I said, the difference will be, do we end here and go down and then branch off and go somewhere else, or go that way, or whatever? Or do we keep going with this out in a direction and, you know, that kind of doodah. Doodah. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a word. Look it up. I might, just because I only have, let's see, there's, what was there, 2 more? 2 corridors, that's 4 glass, so 8 quartz. I might take our sea peak out and go grab that, because I actually know of an area where there was still quartz, but I ran out of room. So we might want to do that real quick. And then I think, if we have any time left over...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I will more than likely... And some of you may be wondering why I'm not using the prawn suit. Basically, this is faster, pretty much. It's the only real reason. Faster and a little more convenient for me right now. Yeah. And it starts. There's 1. Now, I know the prawn suit, you can actually just walk around and get whatever, but it's whatevs. This is the one that I grabbed. I do think it would be cool if they improved at some point the sonar add-on for the sea moths to have the ability to detect things like the map room does. That would be kind of a cool... Even if it was like a sonar version 2, like it's an upgrade off of the base, you know? Something to that effect I think would be kind of cool, because it'd be very useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically I only need 2, but let's see if we can't find a little bit more. But I passed a lot of this stuff on my way back because I was full. All of my... excuse me. All of my inventory was full. But I was still seeing quartz nodes and things. Goodness, excuse me. Okay. That's technically all that we need. Let's see, though. I do see a couple more. Or at least one more. There's another one. There's another one. I am determined, though, to end on an even number today. I hate having 1 quartz left over when you need them for glass. But at the same time, I need so much of it that it's like if I see them, I'm like, well, I'm not going to leave it. But like this, now I'm back to odd numbers again. And then I need 1 more, and then when I find 1 more, there's like 2 more. It's just a vicious, vicious circle that is unforgiving. Oh, come on. Really? You're gonna do this to me right now? There's one. Ah! Success. Ah, screw it. We'll just grab this scrap while we're out here, too. Oh, no, it won't. Okay. Alright. Well, that gives us what we need to finish off the catwalk, which is kind of a big thing, because that catwalk is huge. And it's taken us a long time to glass it. By the way, I like the play on words of glassing up the base. You know, it's kind of like classing up the place. I thought it was funny. Okay, so let's turn this stuff into glass and get on our merry way. But yeah, I do like that they keep trying to add new components to the game and stuff. I mean, that's always a good thing. I think for me, I'm just kind of really frustrated with the performance of the game, and I know it's because it's not optimized, or not great. I'm not saying it's not optimized at all, but just not to the best of its ability, if that makes sense. You know, when you can run games that are more graphically intense and things like that, and are doing a lot more, and they run okay, but they're like full release, they're done, they've been patched, they've been optimized, you know, that kind of thing. And then you play games that are in early access or alphas or whatever, and, you know, and you're not doing anything too crazy. I mean, granted, this is a long pipeline, but it's all just static corridors and stuff. It's not like it's a bunch of animated things or whatever. So it's kind of one of those, like, it shouldn't really be that big of a deal, I don't think. I mean, granted, there's some people that, like, when you watch certain people, like, on Minecraft and stuff, like, Sisto, who, you know, just enjoys trying to see if they can break the game by doing crazy, ridiculous things. You know, then I get them, basically. I get them having issues because, you know, you're trying to build stuff where, like, I want to move a whole mountaintop, you know, to open the door to my base and just random crap. It's like, that makes sense. You're going to have frame rate problems. But when it's little stuff, or just a lot of normal, not anything too complicated or whatever, it's kind of like, why is this not able to handle it? So as much as I enjoy new content and things, especially as a content maker, you're always looking for new things to do in your episodes and whatnot, I do think I would like them to optimize it a little bit more. Now this is interesting. It ends, I wonder... Okay, you can put a window at the end. Interesting. How does this actually look? Okay, that's not bad. That looks kind of cool. I like this, but I do think... And, like, obviously at some point this corridor will have to end. So, there's that. But I do think for now, I would probably do... continuing this tunnel rather than closing it off is what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there because I can always steal it again, and go from there. So you guys will have to let me know what you think about that as far as what we should do with the remainder of that. Now, one other issue that I didn't really think of, to be honest, until I just brought it up not too long ago on accident, is the idea of where we're going next in terms of biomes. Now, we're technically in the shallows, so we don't really need to do anything in the shallows after this, because we kind of already have our base here. What I'm wondering is, should we continue that pipeline, or is there a benefit in branching off in a different direction? What the heck is that? Okay. Random floating rock is random. So, I must have gotten my directions mixed up a little bit, because I'm not seeing the grassy plateau biome out here. This is more shallows heading back towards the Aurora. So maybe we don't need to head that way. I don't think, I just thought of this too, I wonder if having a base above and below the water level is hurting the frames at all. I'm honestly thinking it's all the animation stuff, like these pulsing waypoints is probably not helping. I do think the biggest thing is probably the aquarium with the things in it. Is probably the biggest hit. I don't know, though, because it does seem... I've tried to do different things to isolate what's going on, and I really just can't find anything specific. It always seems to happen at random times, which makes it very hard to diagnose anything. But yeah, let's see. This is all creepvine. Let's follow this pipeline out, or corridor, whatever you want to call it, catwalk. I'm actually going to do two things. I'm going to follow it this way, too. Because I'd like to see if we continued along the bottom. Because honestly, I mean, this would be kind of a cooler view. Because you could actually see all the stuff down here as you're walking, which would be neat. But like I said, if this happens, you know, where you run into a wall, now you've got to go up, and it makes it a little bit more inconvenient. Now this is Grassy Plateau, but then it seems to be... Whoa, that's weird. It's changing. Huh. That's odd. Normally the plateau is lower. That's very strange. Now, technically, we could come through this valley, I guess. If I could get the corridor up to that level. And of course, I could always bring the one over and then just bring it down like we did before. I mean, that's definitely an option, because up on that surface level, there's really not going to be anything in our way. I could do a bend, perhaps, because I like that little valley crevice. That would be a good spot to bring in another platform. Where? I lost the... Oh, there it is. I was going to say I lost the access point. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, and you know what? I just realized something. This would be better placed down at the bottom, where I still haven't actually glassed up the whole... I think I did, but I forgot the back of this hatch area. I don't know that I did the other side. No, I didn't. Oops, not a hatch. Window, thank you. Let's do this one, actually. I thought I had one on this already. I did not. There. That would better serve there. What I'm thinking about doing... I think just to break it up so that I'm not going in a straight line all the time. Let's put a elbow... Ooh! Hold on. Nope, we're gonna repurpose that window again. I didn't realize that, Oh, wait, this actually won't help me. Not completely. I was thinking I had an extra glass, but I have 3, so that really didn't fix anything, but whatever. We're gonna try this. I don't know if this is gonna work too well, but we're gonna try it, because we can always replace stuff later. That is one nice thing about this building structure. Okay, I do have a lot of titanium on me. And I'm just gonna place things for a bit here, because I don't really know where I'm going yet. I can't really see. So I'm not 100% that I'm going in the right direction. Well, yeah, I'm in the right direction. I don't know where my actual cutoff point, or a turning point, should be. Okay, this would work, but I wanted to come in about there, I think. Would that work? This is a really weird biome location for this, by the way. Okay, so I'd actually like to bring the catwalk... If I'm gonna go along the top and then come down, I might as well... Let's bring it in about here. I don't know if I can... let's just... Can I attach? I can't attach to that. Okay. Let's just do it this way. Can't do that either. Okay. Well, as good a spot as any. So I want to... Let's see, I want to go east, I think. Still don't see the glowy corridor. That's what I meant by losing it, is like I don't know where my... Is that it? That's it. Ooh, we got quite a ways to go. Yeesh. These tunnels I'm building are so far. And the part that makes me cringe is the fact of thinking of these in glass. Because we're seeing how long that one took me to build in glass. I mean, titanium wouldn't be that hard because, I mean, there's titanium everywhere. But glass is so much harder to find. I wish I had a better way. I guess I could have used a beacon or something, but I wish I had a better way of planning out where to make my turns and whatnot. Come on, what are you doing? Thank you. Like I said, I keep losing my spots all the time. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, not too bad, not too much further. Actually, I do think we're running a little low on time. I wasn't paying attention to it, so I think I'm gonna cut here just for a second and finish up our blueprint, and then I'll be back and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so good news and bad news. The good news is I have it all planned out here. The bad news is ever since I did, I haven't been able to get above 10 frames per second. So I am kind of thinking that the optimizing problem is with the amount of blocks. I think it's just more than the system can handle. Because like right now, it's so bad. But it wasn't until I actually built this guy. It wasn't bad with all these holograms, but as soon as I built one which connected the holograms to the rest of the grid, my FPS just tanked. So, as interesting of an idea as this is, I don't know that this is doable at the moment for this kind of system at the moment. Like, for the way the game's architecture is set up, I don't think it can handle it. Now, I don't know if it might just be my computer can't handle it and the game can't, I don't know, because while mine's decent, it's not the best rig in the world. So, yeah, I honestly don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think as far as we may not be able to do this moving forward, have the whole sprawling base reach to every biome, and if that's the case, I'll have to reassess what my plan is for the series and whatnot, because other than base building, I've kind of gotten everything that they have to do so far. So let me know what you guys think about all that in the comments as far as where we could go from here, because I'm running out of ideas if I can't just keep expanding my base. So anyways, I think we're gonna wrap things up here. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.